And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter, along with our odds maker, Keith Fustel. No jackets today. It's a little humid.
It is
a little humid up here,
today,
Laurel, Maryland. Today we're off the turf today. Good call by management. You have to preserve that turf course for the whole fall. We have Maryland Million coming up Saturday, October 21st. So no turf racing today. Still some nice races. We'll get to all the track conditions and all that. Let's show you the carryovers. Two nice carryovers today here at LaurelPark, starting in race 1 with that rolling super high five carryover in the first, $8,806. That's a low 15% takeout, and I think the bettors are going to go after this. Even with the scratches off the turf in the opener, we will still have, there's still more than 7.
Yes.
So every race with more than 7, we have the super high five, and if they don't hit it in race 1, it'll carry over to the next race that has 7 or more.
No doubt. We have 9 still, I guess, in the opener with the scratch of the 6, Quick Thinker, and the 8, Expect a Kit, and the 11, as we know, is still in. So get your field of 9 that started. Yep.
It's still a fairly big field.
Yes,
Here's the thing: the super high five players that really play this, they don't like to play it unless there's 7 or 8 in there with a carryover. That's when they go after this. So this could keep building for a couple races today. Keep your eye on that super high five carryover. Could get up over 10,000. We'll see another nice carryover for you today in that 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6, starting in race 4, $7,747. Keith, some of that is my money. I know some of that's your money. I think even though we're off the turf today, we have to go after that. I played the big tickets Friday and swung and missed. I played put 300 in yesterday and hit for 4 out of 6, but got 400 back because the race I missed, I had 5 horses. So I made 100 off the pick 6 yesterday with it paying 4 out of 6. So even if you don't get the whole jackpot or get 6 out of 6, you can still make money on that pick 6 with a 5 out of 6 or 4 out of 6. And we have some crazy long shots when, like the Lila Boucher horse yesterday, blew it all up when that horse beat Kid Jeter in the feature.
Jump ship. Made us jump off the ship, right? Yes, Stevie Hamilton with a nice ride. Cut the corner into the stretch, found room at the leaving the 3/16 pole and came charging to get up. 20-1 shot. We had the firster, the Trombetta firster.
Yeah, all these but goodies.
We talked about it. We talked that horse up, the McLean's music, and we talked up a couple nice shots yesterday. So hopefully you were along for the ride and use some of that knowledge, the little knowledge that we have, and made some profit off of it.
And if you like Caramanos, you had a big day yesterday because Horacio Caramanos had a big day, 1-4 yesterday. He's riding very well right now. Julian Pimentel won 3 yesterday. Trainer Mike Trombetta had a 2-win day yesterday. So congratulations to all those winners from yesterday. Let's get right to it yesterday. We have all the handicapping today and good live racing today, 9 races. We have all the football covered for you as well. That new sports bar on the 2nd floor of the clubhouse, that's where you want to be if you want to watch horse racing and football. And today, 105.7 Baltimore Game Day Uncensored is going to be up there starting at 1 o'clock. Jerry Coleman, Vinny Serrano, and former Baltimore Colt great Bruce Laird. So lots of football action up there at the sports bar. You have the football pick'em contest. You can win $6,000. They have the NFL Sunday ticket every game up there. And then also the Players Challenge. That's for the last 5 races here. Go to guest services for the Players Challenge. Learn more about that. Lots of action here on a Sunday fun day.
Yeah, it's busy. And once again, we catch a card. Yeah, we're going to have some scratches due to these races coming off the turf. But, tough little card. You saw it yesterday, evidence. Friday's card, yesterday's card, 4 of 6. So these aren't easy races. You will be rewarded handsomely if you can kind of figure out a few of them, come up with the right combos. It's not easy here, but you know what? You don't want it super easy. We want some value, and that's what you're going to get at LaurelPark.
So a little humid out here today. Maybe you don't want to be out on the apron. There's the track conditions. We're off the turf. We'll have a fast main track. But get yourself a nice room in Tips or Tycoons or the Garden Terrace. How about the Surf and Turf special up there today, Keith? I don't really read over the specials, but this looks too good. How about a grilled 8-ounce filet mignon, broiled 8-ounce halibut, served with lemon butter sauce and a potato shrimp cakes up there in Tycoons and Tips today. That's along with the Sunday brunch up there, so I'm getting hungry already. All right, let's get right to it here. We're in the 80s, a little humid, maybe some isolated showers scattered throughout the afternoon. We're off the turf. Talk about the main track, though. We're still on a main fast track, right?
Yeah, and we saw the track yesterday. Inside wasn't as bad. It was okay. I'm not going to say it was great, but it was okay for the most part yesterday. So maybe things evening out on the dirt track.
All right, let's get right to it here. In race 1, it'll be run on the main track. All the turf races off the turf today, so this will be a one-turn, 1-mile race. Carry over into Super High 5 starts in race 1, little over 8,800 for that. Low 15% takeout. Race 1 also kicks off that early pick 5. It's a mandatory payout always on the early pick 5. Industry low, 12% takeout. 2 days ago, I believe it was 2 days ago, the early pick 5 paid like 9,500 or something, close to 10,000. You get some monster scores in that. We had a nice price runner in that early pick 5 sequence yesterday. Let's get right to it here. Race 1, going a mile. We have a video spotlight here on the 7. Follow the Pedals. This horse entered to run on the turf. Still's going to run here today for Hugh McMahon and jockey Katie Davis. The race 2 back on a sloppy track at Delaware. Not too bad. Here's the last race on the turf at Laurel, where this horse had a troubled trip.
Yeah, definitely some trouble. She was down inside, kind of stalking the pace and lacking a little bit of room along the rail. The one good thing about Follow the Pedals, Stan, she's versatile. She can go turf. She can go dirt. Continues on with very good interest just to get nailed, just zap for the place price by many bumps. But I think Follow the Pedals, maybe she wants to be outside of horses. Maybe she does her best running to the outside. The last time she ran here on the main track, you see that race taken off, that was not off the turf, but July the 29th on a sloppy surface, was wide and going away. Decent figure. She's going to have some targets to run at in this opener with Keep Your Distance and Fergie's Lady. I think they're going to set an honest pace up front. I definitely like Follow the Pedals in the mix. I'm maybe going for a little bit higher price, possibly with the 10 German Street. Not sure how the player's going to come in for this Keith Nations runner. First time off the claim. Only been on the dirt one time. You go way back to Keeneland as a 2-year-old. I thought that race was pretty good. It was a pretty strong field, too. A couple of runners have come out of the run big. What has been an allowance winner at the fairgrounds. The long comment in the Equibase chart kept on well. I like that. So that horse ran fast enough at 2. I think moving into a 3-year-old season, I don't think this is going to be really a hindrance at all, stretching out to a mile on the main track.
Well, she's a well-bred quality road filly out of an APND mare. I overlooked that runner. You might get a nice price on her because it's mostly all turf PPs coming into this race. How about the 4, Keep Your Distance from the Kieran McGee barn? McGee was the early daily double yesterday, right? Yeah, got the early
$10 or something.
$10 early daily double for the McGee barn yesterday, so they're having a big weekend. Daniel Centeno rides this 3-year-old filly. A sharp win, 2 starts to go 1 by 8 on a fast track at Timonium, and a decent effort last out going long on the turf. So this horse in good form right now for strong connections. You like the horse as well.
I'm going to use her as well. I think Fergie's Lady's, I don't know if Fergie's Lady's as quick as Keep Your Distance, with not much separating them. I think they will converge at some point in this race. I think the 10's going to get a good stalking trip. German Street, I would prefer her laying maybe 3rd or 4th and making a steady progression from the outside. A nice little circling move for German Street. But Follow the Pedals may be the best closer, the legit closer in the bunch.
All right, yeah, you like the 10 in here. I'll go with the 9, Grogger, stretching out in distance today for Kathleen Parker. This horse been sprinting on the turf, but does have some decent dirt races. Last winner up there at Penn National against Allowance Company, a couple good efforts up there. So some good dirt forms on the form for the 9, Grogger, stretching out in distance today. Might be going right to the front or close to the lead with Taylor Hole aboard.
Yep, all right.
All right, off the turf there in the opener to kick off the early pick 5. Where, in the opener? Okay, late rider change. Thank you, guys. We're going to have a lot of changes coming through here on the early show. Race 1 on the 1, Andrasta make the rider Kevin Gomez. All right,
Thank you.
Gotcha. Okay, so Kevin Gomez on the 1, and also late scratch on the 3, Fed Up, Fired Up. The 3 Fed Up, Fired Up, scratched out of the opener. Thanks, guys. All right, early pick 4 starts in the second race, going 6 furlongs on the main track. Nice first level allowance contest for 2-year-olds. Optional claiming $50,000 in Stroll Smoke, and this was a nice 2-year-old by Stroll for trainer Wayne Potts. Nice debut win against Maiden 40,000 Company. Fenter's 4 that came back to win after that, or came back to win since then, I believe. But Stroll Smoking, a good effort on the dirt against Stakes Company at Delaware. Just almost pulled off the upset in the Laurel Fraternity. A good first-time blinkers. So second-time blinkers today. Jevion Toledo stays aboard. And I like the 2 Stroll Smoking here.
Yeah, dead game last time out. Looked gone. You see the comment, bumped at the break, a nice duel inside, shook clear, sharp, the final comment. That was first-time blinkers, now transferring back to the dirt. I think Stroll Smoking still might even have a rating gear as well, because I think the one, Phone My Posse, again, is going to have to be sent from the inside. But this horse could be very tough, comes out of a good race. And the Sapling produced Cowboy Karma, who came back to run well in the Champagne, I think ran a lower 80 number. And also Smooth B, who won this allowance condition at a mile just a week or so ago. So Foam My Posse, again, going to be sent probably from the inside. Stroll Smoking prompts. I think VIP Co, the race is going to kind of fall right into his lap. He got in a little bit of trouble out of the gate. He rode the best part of the racetrack on September the 15th. He's run pretty professional, all 3 starts. I can't really knock his form at all. I just think he's going to grind out a win from just off of it.
All right, so 2-5 for me, 5-2 for Keith. Looks like we have the best 2-year-olds on top here in the exact. I wasn't sure what to make of the one from My Posse again. It was in good form coming into the Sapling. Didn't like to stretch out at all. You hope that race didn't, damage the horse's confidence a little bit.
Yeah, it was a strong race, though. Triple Key, this is the right company. This is the right fit for the one.
I throw the 7 Old Dude in there, 2-year-old by Old Fashioned. Won a nice maiden special weight, 4.5 at Penn National this past August. Been training here at Laurel morning. Some nice at Laurel in the morning. Some nice works here at Laurel for Cal Lynch. Angel Cruz will get a nice stalking trip on the outside here on the 7 Old Dude.
Yeah, I like the other Cal Lynch a little bit. You really didn't know how maybe good this horse was. She got away with a softer internal, 23 and 247 and 3 in debut, but was awfully quick out of the gate, and then was able to kind of slow things down and then kick away through the stretch. They're going to protect this horse and bump her up to 40. That's the 4, Big Bella Brown.
All right, nice allowance for 2-year-olds there to kick off the early pick 4 in the second race. Okay. Gotcha. We're getting late scratches right now here in the third race off the turf. You said the late scratches were 3, 5, and 7? Gotcha. Okay. I had the 7, didn't have the 3 and the 5. So in race 3, scratch the 3, Win Tartar, the 5, Mini Hero, the 7, Leafy Shade, and that's all we have right now. It's a nice 2 other than allowance going. This will be going still a mile and 16th on the main track.
This will be a mile.
We're going a mile. Going a mile here on the main track here. 2 other than. It's a nice allowance race, and everything's falling apart here. I guess I end up with the 8. The 8's still in there. Folk Magic. I originally was going to stick with the 3, Win Tartar, even off the turf. Chad Brown can do no wrong, but Chad Brown's not coming to town today, so I'll go with the 8, Folk Magic from the Arnaud Delacour barn. This horse in good form. Nice win. First start in the Delacour barn. Last out going 9 furlongs on a good turf course at Delaware against Allowance Company. So now well spotted here against 2 other than. Has had good turf form. First start today on the main track.
Yeah, you see Dynaformer, Johannesburg. That should be okay.
Yeah.
Pretty versatile stallions in the breeding of the 8, Folk Magic. I'll use that horse into the mix. I'll come back with a 4, Full of Zip for Grand Motion. This horse stays in. He's done whether it's synthetic to dirt, synthetic to turf. I think he's pretty strong at this angle. Not quite sure that comment last time appeared to have bled, given a little bit of a freshening. Maybe this 3-0 filly is regrouped and ready to go. I think she can just kind of maybe go right to the front or sit off of maybe St. Mamie, the Kieran's horse, and go on by.
My picks here, race 3, guys, are going to be 8, 2, 4, 1. Who do you have here in the third?
I'll go 4, 1, 8, and 2.
4, 1, 8, 2. Okay. Yeah. So those are picks there for the third race. I'll flash them up here real quick.
Okay.
It's a nice 2 other than allowance race here in the early pick 5 sequence. So 8-2, that's right, 8-2, 4-1 for me, and 4-1, 8-2 for Keith here in the third race. See if we're lucky with our off the turf handicap.
I know we got to kind of handicap on the fly, but Regal Roma I don't think can be dismissed at all. Yeah. Have to use this horse in the multi-race game. It's a claim by King Leatherberry a couple races back. Good effort on the turf, but has some okay dirt form. Probably wants a little bit more moisture in the track, hoping the showers develop. That's the one, Regal Roma, but offers a late punch where some of these other horses look like they're fairly one-dimensionally on the turf. What's going to happen on the dirt?
And your top pick is a well-bred City Zip filly for Grand Motion, Pin Oak stud, homebred. She hasn't run a bad race, been on the turf in the synthetic, so gets to Hall of Famer Edgar Prado to ride today. Full of Zip, I respect. That's your top pick there in the third race. All right, let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, nice carryover in that pick 6. Forget about whether they're on the dirt or the turf. Nice carryover today. Jump on into that pick 6, 7,700 plus carryover. Starts in race 4. We'll start with that right after this. Okay, welcome back. I'm still putting together my Pick 6 ticket. Wanted to make sure I have all the scratches. Do your homework. Make sure you have all the scratches when you jump on in here to the Pick 6. It starts race 4. And, again, I think good call because this carryover is getting pretty good in the Pick 6. We're getting some attention. There it is, $7,747. I think this will be well played today. And, good call by management. They didn't want to take any chances with starting on the turf and then having to come off the turf in the Pick 6. So when you're starting to get a nice carryover, that's when you really got to start, thinking about coming off or staying on.
And you say the key word, attention. Look at the handle yesterday. When we talk about it real quickly, 2.89. We had a couple races in a row in the high threes, hedged over 400,000 in one of them. So the attention is here on this product. No doubt.
Strong handle yesterday. Okay, we just flashed it up for race 4. No changes, you said, in race 4, correct? Gotcha. Okay. All right. Nice filly and mare first level allowance contest going a flat mile here. Race 4 also kicks off the middle, pick 4, and I end up here with the 5. Phantom Shot's in good form right now for Donnie Barr. Very good form for this 3-year-old filly by Kodiak Cowboy. Took her a little while to really find her best stride, but I think she's found it. She's run a couple strong ones. A nice win against Maryland Bred Allowance Company, 2 back, and then a good second behind Lucky and Malibu against Open first level allowance contest last out. So this filly's 7 for 12 in the money here at Laurel with a couple wins. She likes to come from out of it. Yeah. Steve Hamilton likes to come from out of it as well, just like he did yesterday on that Lilith Boucher 20-1 jump ship. So I think Steve Hamilton's going to be locked and loaded, turning for home with the 5 Phantom Shot.
And he's certainly fitting her to a T, no doubt about it. My biggest concern about Phantom Shot is she a one-run kind of a sprinting type.
Right.
I mean, she's run okay at 7, so maybe I think, she was very game to the wire on the 19th. But is that initial setup going to be really, really to her liking? Is it going to enhance that run that she's shown going 6 and 7? I'm not so sure. Little Habit of Mine looks to be forward. The blinkers go on. That's the 2-horse for Hamilton Smith. Toby Girl as well for Tony Ferrio. These fillies both have some legitimate speed, but are they going to kind of go blazing early? That's going to be the factor, I think, maybe for Phantom Shot. Battletail is proven for George Navarro. A 6-time winner, handles the distance, no problem, whether it's 1-turn mile, a 2-turn mile like up at Monmouth or Delaware. Battletail just seems to me she's proven enough and won enough races. She knows how to win against a lot of horses, only won 1, maybe 2 races. Numbers work. The class works. I like Battletail somewhere from mid-pack.
Yeah, she loves this distance. 9 for 13 in the money, going a mile with 4 wins. So strong numbers there for a strong outfit here. The Navarro Barn, 32% winners on the year. No wins here yet at Laurel.
Right.
He's
not had a really good percentage over the years at Laurel, so he's going to have to pick things up a little bit.
All right, so and he's running nothing but favorites mostly.
And you find that out. A lot of these guys, these maybe bigger outfits, they come in, they realize how tough Maryland racing is. You've got to be tied on with your horse, with your whole outfit. When you're coming in here, you got to spot your horses accordingly to get the wins.
All right, so we both like Battletail. I'll use the horse in my exacta, the 2. Little Habit of Mine. I like blinkers on today for Hammy Smith, 3-year-old filly by Mineshaft. This will be the first time going a mile, first time going over 3/4. So they've been very patient with this filly. It's Hammy Smith, so the horse is dead fit to go long. Katie Davis will be aboard. And the horse has just been kind of even in those sprints. Maybe with a longer distance, the horse can settle and relax a little early on and make a finish stronger going a mile than she's been finishing going short.
Yeah, I mean, she's down inside. We'll see how that plays again, but she's going to have to deal with Toby Girl. Toby Girl's pretty quick. I don't think they're going to kind of let each other get away. No Picnic, the 8 for Trombetta. I think this is what she wants to do. I think the mile works for her. She's hedging in the right direction. Every race kind of a steady improvement, and we know the breeding include Take a Check, the whole family line. The mile is not going to be an issue. Probably will stretch out a little further. Good effort last time behind Hell of a Fire.
I think she's getting good right now. Take a Check, a multiple stakes winner, so I think No Picnic is going to be good here later on in her 3-year-old campaign. Going to be even better 4-year-old for the 8 No Picnic. So nice allowance, filly and mare, first level allowance there to kick off the pick 6 here. Let's take a look at the 5th race, going a mile on the main track. We'll flash up the changes here for the 5th race. This is going to kick off the late pick 5. There you go, industry low, 12% takeout on the late pick 5. No carryover, but as always, more money back to you with that low 12% takeout. And here's the scratches here for race 5. Scratch to 2, Chateau Davis Hill. Scratch to 7, Lost Story. That's a late scratch.
Yep.
Okay. And then the 9, Iggy Loco is out, and Saint Mine is out as well here. So let's see if my picks held together. For the most part, they did. I'm going to stick with the 1, Tennessee Wildcat. I think this 3-year-old's in real good form right now for Hammy Smith. And, yeah, he came into good form on the turf. So I'm taking a flyer here, see if that sharp turf form can convert to the dirt here. Edwin Gonzalez rides this one for Hammy Smith. Gonzalez 3 for 9 recently with Hammy Smith, positive ROI. So I'm hoping that Tennessee Wildcat can hold that sharp form on the dirt today. Man, he's been in good form recently on the turf.
Yeah, he's going to have to really improve off of those dirt numbers, but he might. I mean, he really drastically
The
has
debut
improved.
going 7 was
Look,
okay.
he's gone from the 57 on the turf up to now the mid to higher 70s. It's certainly possible. Catane is going to be awfully short in this race. Probably 3 to 5, 4 to 5 when it's all said and done for Katie Voss. This is a big drop when you really look at it, but awfully scary. I mean,
and for the tag too.
For the tag, he's gonna like it out there. A circling move, doesn't have a ton of speed, but his class alone just might get him over this. This is interesting, just kind of giving this horse away now for the 25.
Yeah, you wonder if it's a give up. Is coming off a layoff, hasn't run since May. It's a tiring distance going a 1-turn mile here, that long back stretch, and then the long run to the second wire. It is a nice horse and is dropping from some tough 2 other than.
It's probably going to be a single for a lot of people on the pick 6s. So maybe you kind of hedge and go elsewhere. I definitely would go at least 2, maybe 3 deep in here.
All right, so the Catane, I'll use that runner in my exact. And we both like the 5 here. Gold Braid from the Hugh McMahon barn. Katie Davis will ride a good second, going 7 furlongs on the main track. Last out, same condition today. So good second behind Stay Home, who was a sharp runner that day for Kieran. So the 5 Gold Braid, I think, is going to be right there in the 5th here.
No doubt about it. Laurel likes the mile distance. I like Gold Braid in there. Definitely a must-use. Mary Epler, we've seen the barn to kind of heating up a little bit. T-Sizzle could be all right. I think he'll be forwardly placed, especially in this group. But he's going to certainly have to show more than what he's done in his 2 return tries.
We always hope T-Sizzle has a big day on Sunday,
we're
right?
Need it, no doubt.
T-Sizzle
kind of fizzled out a little bit the last couple games. He was okay early against the Bengals and the Browns, but where's he been?
See if he can show up out there in Oakland. We'll need him out there. Yeah. All right, race 6 is going to kick off the late pick 4, going 5.5 furlongs on the main track. Here's the changes here for the 6th race. This race off the turf, and let's see, scratch the 6, Rocky Love, scratch the 7, Offshore Trip. The 8, War Pipe is out. The 9, Lamborn is out, and the 10, All Spun Up, is out of the 6th race. So maiden 16, 5.5 on the main track here. And there, the 13 is going to be my top pick. Late blinkers on for the 13. Put them up from the Lacey Gaudette barn. Horacio Caramanos will ride. Caramanos with that big 4-win day yesterday. I'm going to go with the 13 on top here. Put them up. First time blinkers today. This horse dropping from the maiden 25 was the beaten favored, coming off a long layoff. Well, coming off what, an 8-month layoff into that maiden 25 last out. First start in the new barn, went off the favor. Didn't have a very good go that day. Now it's been freshened since that August 11th race. Some nice works here at Laurel. Blinkers on. Caramanos, good outside post. A little drop. That's how you do it. That's how you break a horse's maiden. We both got the 13 on top.
So the
here.
7 is out of there, Offshore Trip?
Yes, late, yep.
All right. That would have been my top selection. You know who I liked in this race if it was on the turf? I liked Bobby Leaf at $1,000,000 to 1. Don't forget this horse back on the turf. When this horse runs again on the turf, hopefully we'll get to the turf.
Watch the horse win today at 99.
Might, but definite breeding top and bottom. I really like this horse as a blow-up type in today's 6 if it stayed on the grass. It did not. I'll go with you, Stan. I'll take the 13. I'm also going to use the 3. Trainer, I don't know if I've ever taken here. William Yates Jones with Hopkins Choice. Not a terrible effort against the bias on September the 9th. Maybe that's your big price user underneath.
I throw the 4 in there. Cape Apache, the barn's red hot. This horse has been running strictly on the turf. All 8 races have been on the turf. First start on the main track today. Trombetta won 2 yesterday. Yeah. Pimentel won 3. He was aboard for both the Trombetta wins. So strong connections there with the 4 Cape Apache.
How about the Trombetta horse yesterday? A comment you'll probably never ever see in a short footnote. Short comment.
Where's Dominic?
Floppy Blinker. Did you see that right?
The run-out blinker.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And
I think it was just
same run-out
how
blinker.
he kept focus. I don't know.
Same. I think Better Talk Now had a run-out blinker like that. And what a masterful ride by Pimentel, who was coming up the rail, and he could have stayed on the rail. Looked like he had room on the rail, but the horse probably couldn't see that horse to the outside in front with the run-out. So Pimentel got to the outside so the left eye could see the horse in front. And, nice ride there.
Surge to get up,
Yeah, where's Dominic? Yes, it's, what was it, Floppy Blinker?
Floppy Blinker.
All right, so keep your eye on that.
You get it all here, don't you?
That'll be Where's Dominic's nickname, Floppy Blinker horse. All right, let's see.
There's a horse we like down at South America races, La Floppy. He runs about every week.
La Floppy, South America.
There you go.
All right, let's see here. Race 7's going to kick off the final pick 3 of the day. Race 7, the only change is going to be the 5 Skip Sonata. So scratch the 5 Sip Sonata from the 7th race.
Good race here, Stan.
What's that?
It's a good one.
So, yeah, nice 2 other than filly and mares, originally carded for the main track, going 7 furlongs here. Yeah, big field. I go to the outside here, the 9, Americana from the Larry Jones barn, brings Brian Pedrosa down to ride. And this filly stepping up here to 2 other than company, but she's a well-bred filly by Tappet out of a Go Sapper mare. They paid $300,000 for her at the OBS sale. Looks like she's finally figured it out now and just getting good now late in her 3-year-old year. Broke the maiden 2 starts ago at Delaware. Nice allowance win last out, 72 buyer. I think this Tappet filly going in the right direction here. The 9. Oh, you like her as well here.
Yeah, out of a graded stakes winning mare going long. 8 for 14 going long was the mare Arena Elvira. Source ran okay, held well until deep stretch on the synthetic and the turf out in California. Has since come east and has gotten it, kind of steadily improved, as you said. Has put it together now late in a 3-year-old season. Don't know what kind of price you're going to get. The Jones horses usually get bet down, but this was such a highly competitive field.
Yeah.
I think the favorite could go off somewhere 3-7-2. But Americana, what I liked, I wish we had a little bit more time. We probably would have showed this video, but she did not have a real comfortable trip at Delaware in that last race. She was kind of caught up in between horses early, had to steady briefly. Pedrosa got her to the outside. She didn't look like a real big filly, but boy, she kicked in nicely and was going away at the wire. I think the 7 furlongs is fine. This is the step to do it now. As you said, she ran okay at a mile. I think the 7 furlongs is going to be fine for Americana.
A horse I overlook a little bit, you have in the exact, Star Super. Star Super's a stakes winner here at LaurelPark. Won the Marshua this past January, was second in the Gin Talkin' last December. So she was good this past winter. Sharp effort last out against 2 other than up at Penn National. So it looks like she's back in good form. She trains here at Laurel for Cal Lynch. Nice sharp bullet, half mile, 47-3 coming into this race. J.D. Acosta will ride. I definitely overlooked the 4 Star Super.
She has flashed some real talent, Stan, and as you say, she comes back off of that little tightener maybe at Penn National with a sharp bullet workout. She's run right behind Tecalita. She's beaten the likes of Lucky and Malibu. I think she's all right. You see that 78 buyer on her page at this distance over this track. So Star Super has it in her. And this is a race with a lot of horses at the 7 furlongs. It's a tricky distance for them. A lot of them are trying it. They're not, these mammoth horses have speed. They don't really kind of go on. Maybe Star Super is that one that makes that grinding type of run and can wear them down late with Acosta.
All right, so we both like the 10 as well here. Stormy Embrace from the Kathleen O'Connell barn. This 3-year-old filly in very good form right now. She's fast early. She's, her win 2 starts ago against a other than a mammoth. She had a nice stalking trip, and then her last race against 2 other than, she just missed by a half length at 10-1 at Monmouth. She was in front going a half. Good second, 109-4. That was a fast race. She's been freshened since then. Some nice works up there at Monmouth, including a bullet 5 furlong work coming into this race. Wilmer Garcia should get a nice trip with the speed on the outside of the 10 Stormy Embrace.
No doubt. She's got the big race potential. You see the 87 on the page at Gulfstream in April. Then she was thrown to the Wolves, unfortunately, behind Vertical Oak, Our Majesty. Tough field over Preakness weekend. Stormy Embrace gets a good draw to the outside. She looks like she's got some fight in her. She's in sharp form for Kathy O'Connell.
All right, so nice 2 other than on the main track there. 7 furlongs for filly and mares there to kick off the final pick 3 in race 7. Race 8's going to kick off the late daily double. It's a nice 3 other than allowance feature of the day. Optional claiming $32,000 will be off the turf. 1 mile on the main track. Here are the changes. Scratch the 1A Oak Bluffs. The 3 Indian Defense is out. The 5 Full Salute. The 8 Wolf Rock is scratched, and also take out the 10 English Minister of the 8th race. So this will still be a nice one. And then the rider change on the 11, Fury of the Norseman. Make the rider Jevion Toledo. Jevion Toledo rides the 11 Fury of the Norseman. There are the scratches. Still a nice feature of the day here to kick off the late daily double, and I'm going to go with the 11 Fury of the Norseman.
Right.
First off the claim here for trainer Lacey Gaudet. She's 29% positive ROI recently with her claimers, and this is a nice horse here. Last November, he was a good third against 3 other than Allowance Company. That race was on the turf, but a good second against 3 other than Allowance Company last October here at Laurel, going a mile. Good second behind John Jones that day. So this horse has run some big races, an okay effort last out at this level early August. Now Lacey has freshened him since then. Nice half-mile work here at Laurel. I'm going with 11 Fury of the Norseman on top.
Okay, I'll take the shot with Damon with the 6 Warrior of the Roses. Went for the main track only horse. Stays in and showing a little bit more stamina of recent note at Delaware. I know those were some shorter fields off the turf races, which you're going to get today. I think he's working himself back. I think he's in condition now. Gets Admiral's War Chest, maybe a little bit vulnerable off the layoff. He has a little bit of a rating gear, Warrior of the Roses does. I think maybe he can sit off of Uncle Youch and maybe Admiral's War Chest and make a nice little move, mid-move on the turn and open it up and hold on for dear life.
The Warrior of the Roses has gotten in good form in the last couple races at Delaware, but the races over the summertime here at Laurel just weren't very good at all.
Nope.
But, man, what a nice 8-year-old this is. They've made a bunch of money with him, over $400,000. They keep him around. If he just picks up some checks and pays his way. Only ran 8 times last year, 6 times this year. So well-managed horse, the 6 Warrior of the Roses. Let's see if he can stay in good form here at LaurelPark. And then who else? The 8's out. The 4 we talked about, right? Did we talk about the 4? No, we didn't talk about the 4. How about the 4 Admiral's War Chest? The defending Maryland Million Classic winner the last 2 years, coming back off the layoff. Needed a prep race for that Maryland Million Classic to defend his title. He's going for it for a 3rd year in a row. He entered originally on the turf, so maybe Corby Cayazzo is going to give him a race on the turf, but nonetheless off the turf. So Admiral's War Chest is going to be on the main track here, and we know he likes that surface. Is he going to go right to the front today with Steve Hamilton aboard?
Well, he certainly could. He's shown plenty of speed in the past. He's a real question mark for me. I guess I don't want to get beat by him, but I'm not going to go all in on him. I can tell you that.
Yeah, he might need a race coming off the layoff. We'll see. Interesting rider change. Taylor Hole has been on him for the last 2 Maryland Million Classic wins. Rider change here to Steve Hamilton for the 4 Admiral's War Chest. Good to see him back on the races just in time for Maryland Million. Couple weeks away. A couple weeks from yesterday. So nice 3 other than allowance feature of the day there to kick off the late daily double. Here we go with the 9th race. Hope you're live. Hope you're live and all your will pays. And oh boy, here we go. Scratch the 1 Zip Line. Scratch the 3 Jersey Life. Scratch the 5 Rare Integrity. 6 Sweet Little Lies is a late scratch.
Okay.
Yep. The 7 French Romance is out. We have some more too, right? Yep. Here we go. The 8 Little Stella out. So Royal scratched. And then go to the far outside here. The 14 Exchanging Secrets is scratched. And the 15, okay, now these come out. Okay. My Juliana's out, and Stormy Salute is out. So there's your scratches for the finale. 5.5 on the main track. Philly and Mares claiming 7,500, and I end up with the 10. My top pick here was entered main track only. The 10, I Just Want to Win, a 6-time winner here at LaurelPark. Second off the claim for trainer Pat McGill. That 7,500 starter last out, I guess, just too tough. She's been kind of off form her last couple races. I'm hoping at this level with a bunch of scratches, she's hopefully the best horse on the dirt. You get 5-pound apprentice Jen Miller to ride.
Yeah, no doubt. She has definitely tailed off, and she strung together quite a few good races. A reclaim for McGill. She was against the bias on September the 10th, so she's going to have to still pick it up a little bit. When in doubt, I'm going with Frock. I'm going with the 2 Hissy Fit right to the front. See you later. JD.
JD Acosta, good gate rider, and this horse has shown some early speed, going 4.5 at Charlestown this year. So probably just going to be sending from the inside. I used the 2 in my top 4. We both like the 4 as well here. Crystal Pier for Kieran McGee. Angel Serpa won on this horse last time, sprinting on the turf. A good third against Open 11 Company this past July here at Laurel. Crystal Pier should be right there for strong connections.
Yeah, she's going to be a strong favorite, I would think. She knows where the wire is, no doubt about it.
All right, now I throw the 12, Ermine and Purrs, probably at a big price. Wesley Ho aboard for Ricky Silliman. Try to pick up a check there in the final stages in the finale. And that's it. I'm still going in on this pick 6 today.
You should. I mean,
you have to. That's part of my money in the carryover. I'm letting someone take it down with some $40, $50 ticket. I got 1,000 over the last couple of days. Somebody going to try to take it down with a $50 ticket today. I'll have a ticket later on.
You'll have nothing to do with that. If anything, you're going to cross them off so it carry over again. Right? Get another carryover.
Well, I don't know. If I go after it today, I hope to hit it today. But
There
we
you
do
go.
have Monday racing tomorrow,
right.
so if they don't hit the pick 6 tomorrow, we'll have a nice carryover tomorrow. We'll be the big game in town tomorrow, so we'll have some well-played multi-race wagers for you tomorrow. All right, right on time. The train's here. Dave Rodman's up next with all of today's scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.